Hello student, once again here I am sharing one video today. I hope previous videos help you to better understanding the topic, the related topics. So today I am going to explain cell wall. The previous videos were about the plasma membrane, the transport system of the plasma membrane, but today's video is for cell wall. So let's start the cell wall. There are many forms of life on the earth with a multitude of the features and different type of the characteristics. Yet, when we look through the microscope, every single life on the earth or every organism, when we make a slides of the organisms, every organism or every single life of the organisms on the earth is composed of the same basic structural and functional unit of life, and that is the cell. However, all type of cell have few distinct feature commonly, like cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus. These three functional regions are found in each and every type of cells. But one of those important feature is the cell wall. But it is found only in plant cell. In plant cell, cell wall is the outermost layer of the cell. Okay, it is lie out the plasma membrane. Let us more explore about the let us more explore about the cell wall. Okay, so as you can see in first slide, the cell wall. Plant cell, in addition to the plasma membrane, okay, only in plant cell, in addition to the plasma membrane, have another rigid outer covering that is called the cell wall. Now, here first question is arise, what is cell wall and what are the importance and the significance of the cell wall? So let us more explore about it. A cell wall is defined as the non-living component in the plant cell. Yes, it is non-living component, but plasma membrane is defined as the living component. Its composition varies according to the organism. We will discuss about this point later in same video that the composition is varies according to the organism. Cell wall is permeable in nature and it also regulates the water movement. It is not semi or it is not semi or selectable permeable membrane like plasma membrane because in previous video I mainly focused on that point. The plasma membrane is selectively permeable membrane. That means the main transport system of the cell is held by and regulated by the plasma membrane. Was clearly explained in that video. The cell wall, but here we are talking about the cell wall. Okay, the cell wall separate the all interior component of the cell. Interior content means the cell organelle, cytoplasm, each and everything that is present inside the plasma membrane, inside the cell wall. That is, the cell wall separate the interior content of the cell from the exterior environment. Okay, so you can take it as a function also. This point. It also provides the shape to the plant cell and its support and give the protection to the cell and its organelle. So here, this is the another function. It also provides the shape, first of all, because this is the outermost covering, so just like our skin, it's also provide the shape to the plant cells. Okay, and it support and give protection to the internal all organelles. As I stated above before a few seconds, that the composition is varies of the cell wall according to the organism. Here I'm talking about the chemical composition. The organisms like bacteria and fungi, they both of possess the cell wall. Okay, bacteria also having the cell wall, fungi is also having the cell wall, but the composition of the cell wall is totally different. This will be further discussed in the further classes. So this point is important and to be noted that the cell wall is absent in the eukaryotic organisms such as animals and the human beings. Now, see point number 3. The plant cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose. It means usually all the plant cells is made up of sorry. Usually in all the plant cell, the cell wall is a rigid and the outer covering, and it is made up of the cellulose. What is cellulose? Cellulose is a complex substance which is providing the structural support to the plant. The content of the cell wall contract during the loss of water in plant cell by the process of exoosmosis. This point I already explained in the previous videos that the exoosmosis is occur in the only in the hypertonic solution. Why? Because when the cell is kept in the highly concentrated medium, so the molecule of the water start moving from the high concentration to the low concentration. So here the exoosmosis is take place. One more important feature of the cell wall is that due to the presence of cell wall, plant cell can withstand greater changes in surrounding media due to the exertion of the equal pressure to the cell when it swell up by taking up water through the endosmosis. And which type of solution will be there? This type of solution is hypotonic. Why? Because when we kept a plant cell or an animal cell, but here we are talking about the plant cell. So when we kept a plant cell in a low concentrated solution, then the molecule start moving from the higher concentration to the lower concentration, and the cell will gain the water and endoosmosis will take place here, and cell will swell up in this hypertonic medium. Now, last point, when a living plant cell loses water through the osmosis, there is a shrinkage or contraction of the content of the cell away from the cell wall. And this phenomena is known as plasmolysis. Means when a living plant cell loses water, lost water through the exoosmosis. Here, exoosmosis is take place, and there is a shrinkage and contraction of the all the content of the cell wall. All the content of the cell away from the cell wall means all the content which is lies inside the cell wall, they will be start shrinkage and they come in the center of the cell, and this phenomena is called as the plasmolysis. Let's understand about this phenomena with the help of the next activity. So here the activity to study the plasmolysis. This activity we will stand with the help of the Rio leaf. Rio is a plant leaf. Mount the peel of the Rio leaf means after the staining when we prepare a slide of the Rio leaf in the water on a slide, examine these cells under the high power of microscope. Note the small green granules called chloroplasts. So firstly, when we observe a normal slide with a drop of water after staining of the Rio leaf, we will observe the normal cell organelles and the small green pigment called chloroplast. And they contain a green substance they call chlorophyll. But after some time, we put a strong solution of sugar and salt on the mountain leaf on the slide. Now wait for the minute and observe under the microscope. Now, what do we observe? Now let us discuss about the observation in both condition. Means both condition when we observe the slide underwater, simple after simply staining, and when we observe the slide after putting a drop of the concentrated solution of sugar and salt. When we observed the same slide earlier, we observed that The normal cell only is like cytoplasm, plasma membrane, small green pigment, etc., etc. But when we put a strong, highly concentrated sugar or salt solution in same slide, then we observe after 1 or 2 minutes that all the content of the cell except the cell wall, okay, not the cell wall, except the cell wall with plasma membrane is start shrinking in start shrinking and they contract away from the cell wall and they come in the center. This process is known as the plasmolysis. These changes we explain by the fact that the outer medium is hypertonic. Maybe the outer medium will be is hypertonic. Therefore, water moves out of the leaf cells to cause plasmolysis. Now, see the second point. Now, this was the observation of the first point. Now, see the second point. Place some real leaves in boiling water for a few minutes. This kill the cells. Obviously, after boiling, the cells will be killed. Then mount one leaf on a slide and observe it under a microscope. Put a strong solution of sugar and salt on the mounted leaf on the slide. Wait for the minute and observe it again. What do we found? Did plasmolysis occur now? Again, you will see the plasmolysis. Let's see in the observation. We will observe that plasmolysis does not occur. This means the process of the osmosis. The process of the osmosis does not occur in the boiled plant cell because due to the boiling, that is the high temperature, the cell membrane gets ruptured. Hence, there is no plasmolysis and no exoosmosis take place. So the conclusion is the plasmolysis appeared only in living cell, not dead cell. Because in dead cell, the plasma membrane will rupture and the exoosmosis, that is the control of the movement of the molecule. It is controlled by the only plasma membrane and plasma membrane is now rupture after the boiling. It will be damaged. So how could be it take place? Though, so it is not take place in the cell wall, are able to absorb water by the osmosis. Now, last point, cell wall permit the cell. This point is already explained. The cell wall permit the cell of the plants, fungi, and bacteria to withstand very dilute. Dilute means very dilute means the water content is high. It is hypertonic solution. External media without bursting because when the plants intake the excess water, the water is is present in the cell inside the cell is exert the pressure on the cell wall and in opposite the cell wall exert the equal pressure against this pressure which is exert from the internal, isn't it? Okay, clear? In such media the cell tends to take up water by osmosis. Here endosmosis will occur. The cell swells and building up pressure against the cell wall because once we take in the water molecule, so after some time the cell will swell and building up a high pressure against the cell wall. The wall exert an equal pressure against the swollen cell. Because of their walls, such cell can withstand much greater changes in the surrounding medium than the animal cell. So this is the great advantages have the plants because plants cannot move, plants cannot protect themselves by their own. So this is the God gifted advantages in the plant. The plant cell, each and every plant cell have the one fantastic layer or the outer side of the body, that is the cell wall, and in every manner, in every way this cell wall is protect and support, mechanical support and the structural support, all support is given by this cell wall to the plant cell. Now let us discuss about the last point, that is the function of the cell wall. The cell wall is an integral component of the plant cell. It performs many essential functions. Following are some of major cell wall function observed. First point, the plant cell wall provides definite shape, strength, and rigidity. Obviously, this is the outer membrane, so it provides a definite shape to the plant cell and with plant, give the mechanical strength and provide the rigidity. Okay. It also provides protection against the mechanical stress. Stress means the external environment with like high temperature, low temperature, and very and other environmental conditions. So here we are talking about the external stress and physical shocks. If the plant is shook in very high due to the very high wind, so it proved the cell wall because this is made by the cellulose and cellulose is a tough component. Its properties just like the cement. So it provides the protection against the each and every physical shocks and the mechanical stress. It helps to control cell expansion due to the intake of water. That means it can withstand in the greater changes even when the water is intake in the excess amount by the plant cell. Also helps in preventing extra water loss from the cell. So excess water will not loss due to the presence of the cell wall. It is responsible for transporting the substance between the cell to cell and between and across the cell. Last point, it acts as a barrier between the interior cellular component. Interior cellular component when the organ is made by the tissue and the tissue is made by the cell. So it acts as a barrier of the between the interior cellular component and the external means cell to cell के बीच में भी it is work as a barrier and cell to external environment in between both of these the cell wall is work as a barrier. So this is all about the cell wall. I hope this video helps to understanding the cell wall very properly. So just go through this video properly and very keenly. Have a nice day. Thank you.